Hey creator, my name is Tiffany Day and I'm a content creator and audience growth coach here at Social Bluebook. Today I want to walk you through two of my most used features on Social Bluebook, which is the brand deal tracker and the brand deal calendar. These tools allow me to increase my income by keeping me organized in my creator business so I never miss important deadlines. So if you're ready for a game-changing tool in your creator business, let's dive in. All right, creator, let's go over what your brand deal tracker is. So if you click on the side menu bar here and you open up brand deal tracker, you'll notice that there's three options underneath the brand deal tracker. So you have active deals, your calendar, and your archive deals. So if you select active deals, this will take you to your main brand deal tracker page. On here, this is a great way to manage all of the brand sponsorship obligations that you have coming up. So as soon as you send out a pitch to a brand or a brand reaches out to you and you start negotiating with them, definitely make sure to add them to your brand deal tracker so you never miss any important dates, like when you're supposed to send them the first draft for approval, when you're supposed to actually post, and when they are supposed to pay you. So if you do not have any deals made, you can go ahead and add a deal by selecting the yellow button here underneath your name. And then this will bring up a side menu bar here where you can add all of the information. So this includes the date of today or when you started communicating with them. So for instance, if I started communicating with the brand today, and then I would want to put the brand's name. All right, so I have a brand deal coming up for Aftershock Media, so I put their name and then the person that I am talking to. All right, and then you want to put their email address and their phone number if you have this. Next, you want to move on to the stage of the deal you're in. So did you send them the introduction? So this is if you reached out to the brand first, you'll want to go ahead and say, yes, I sent them the introduction email. If they reached out to you or you reached out to them and you are negotiating prices, you can go ahead and send them the pitch. So this is what is included in your media kit, the deliverables, or the type of content you're going to make for them. Basically, your idea of how this campaign is going to go. Then you'll want to move over to where it says deal status. So you have a lead here if you're negotiating terms, if you signed the contract, if you have a deal in progress, if you sent the invoice, if they paid, or if they canceled. So it'll walk you through from beginning to end of your deal. So we'll go ahead and say contracts were signed for this one. All right, next step is your pricing details. So this includes the currency. So I live in the US, so I'm going to go all the way to the bottom, and this is how they are going to pay me in USD. All right, after you have your USD, you're going to put the rate that you quoted the brand. So typically I ask brands, what are the deliverables? What are their expectations? What are their terms of usage? Like, how are they going to use my content? Are you going to use it in paid ads? So my valuation cards on your dashboard is the minimum that I charge. And then I increase my prices based off of what the brand is looking for. So I'll say for this project, they wanted 2 videos done and they want full rights and usage for a year. So I'll quote them $1,500 and they'll counter with $500. So counter offers is for the brands. Brands will typically counter down, and it's totally up to you if you want to accept this price or if you want to try to negotiate up. So if I wanted to negotiate up and I'm like, okay, I can't do 500, but let's go ahead and meet in the middle and let's say 1,000. If they accept that price, what is the final amount that you guys agreed on? So we'll say $1,000. What's really nice about this is you're able to see how the negotiation process went and decide, do you want to move forward and go ahead and negotiate with these brands in the future? Do you want to work with them in the future? If they are consistently lowballing you, you can say, no, it's not worth it. If you look at this and you're like, okay, I rated them, or my rate was $1,500 and they didn't counter, and it's like an easy negotiation process, and you'll know that, yes, I want to work with these brands. So this isn't just for contact information. It also lets you know, was it an easy and smooth transaction, or was it a headache and not worth the price at the end of it? All right, underneath this, you'll also see views and impressions guaranteed. Some brands want a certain amount of views. So if you click on this and they're like, okay, for $1,000, you have to make sure that you get 1,000 views per video. So this is the guarantee. And then usually you'll have a, if it doesn't work out and you can't do the 1,000 per video, then you would have to create a third video or a fourth video until that amount is guaranteed. So the guarantee is you make content until they get the views that they wanted or you agreed on. All right, for affiliate link, this is if they are giving you a commission on their products. So some companies will pay you a flat fee and then they'll also pay you a commission. Other companies will say, we can't do a flat fee, but we can just do commission. So again, that's up to you if you want to accept that or not. But if you do have an affiliate link here, you can put what the commission is, and then you can also put your affiliate link information here. So this way you know how how much commission you make. And you also have a really easy access to the links. Sometimes our links can get lost if you have a lot of them. So this way you have all that information in your brand deal tracker. So when you make your content and you need to post this link or somebody asks for your link, you could just come back to your brand deal tracker, copy this link and give it to your audience. Okay, so underneath that, you can add a platform. So this is when you agree to the deliverables, where are you posting your content? So you can post on one, you can post on multiple platforms, but you could just use the drop down menu here. So for example, if they wanted an Instagram and then they wanted just an Instagram photo, and then you want to add another platform, you would just select add a platform and you'll see a second menu comes up. And then you'll say YouTube videos and they want a dedicated video, but they also want a mention here. So you can add as many, whatever the deliverables are. Again, that is up to you and the brands to agree upon. And then you can just add the platform. So if there's multiple platforms, you can just add the multiple platforms. If you have multiple videos or multiple dedicated posts or multiple reels you have to do, you can just add as many that you need to create for the brand. All right, in the comment section, you can write any notes to yourself that you need. So if there is a specific deadline, if there are specific things that you have to say, so any talking points, if there's anything that they specifically want in the description box or in your link in bio tool, you can write all of this information down here. And you can also upload your document. So if you signed a contract and you want to keep everything in one spot, I highly recommend you going through a company like HelloSign so you can sign digitally and then just download from HelloSign and then upload your files here. So again, you have everything in one place and it just makes your life a lot easier and way more organized. But once you're done filling this out, you can go ahead and select create, and then you'll notice you have everything here. So from the front page, so for instance, on the Aftershock Media, if I haven't sent my pitch yet, I can turn this off. And then when I send my pitch, I can go ahead and turn this back on. If I need to go in here and edit, I can go over to where it says actions, select this, and I can either edit, I can clone, I can delete, or I can archive. All right, but once you have everything set, you can move over to your calendar. All right, so this is what your calendar looks like. So you'll see over here, it actually has the date and then it will be highlighted on today's date in blue. This is empty because I haven't added any of our deals, but you can come over here to the active deals and add here. On this button here, this will actually allow you to edit the brand deal from the same page. So for instance, if they wanted a correction and they're like, okay, I don't want a dedicated photo, we actually want to change that to a reel, you can quickly just update this. My word of advice, if you do update the deliverables, make sure you're updating the pricing. This way, reels are going to cost more than dedicated photos, so you could just let them know that as well. All right, to add your deliverables to your calendar, you're going to want to select the brand deal that you want to add. So we'll just say Aftershock Media, and then you can select the deliverables. So we'll start with YouTube, and you'll see it says unscheduled at dedicated videos. So to schedule this, you're going to hit the yellow icon here, and you can either delete it, which deleting it is permanent, so make sure if you delete it, you want to delete it, or you can select edit, which is going to allow you to add it to the calendar. So you'll see here it starts with the go live date. So this should be determined with you and the brand. So on this one, we'll say they want it no later than January 7th. That is the go live date. And then they also want a draft approval. Some brands will want to see the content before you actually have it go live. This way they can make any adjustments. So this brand wants it done 10 days before. So I have to submit my approval no later than 10 days. When I publish my content, I can add the URL here, and then I can also select my payment date. So I have a net 15, which means that brands have to pay me no later than 15 days after the go live date. All right, and then you want to make sure you have these checked. So this way, once it's approved, you select update, and then you'll notice that it appears on your calendar. So if we go to January, because we can see all of them, we'll see that the draft is due 10 days before the go live date. So I have to turn in the draft by December 28th. Then I have to make my video live on my YouTube channel on the 7th, and then the brand has to pay me by the 22nd. You can go ahead and click on this if you want to edit anything. So again, I have all of my information here. So as soon as I'm done and it's published, I can go ahead and check this and add the URL. So once you put your video URL in here, you can go ahead and select update, and then that will be on there as well. Then you just want to continue with the other deliverables. So again, for Instagram, if they want an Instagram post after I do my video, so we'll say that this go live date is on January 10th. And then again, they want an approval 10 days before, and then they have to pay me 15 days after. And then I select update. And then you'll notice that you have an Instagram icon here, and then you'll see easily that, okay, this is my YouTube and this is my Instagram. And again, if you need to change anything, you can select here. And if you publish it, you can add the URL to the deliverables, select update. This way you have all that information in one spot. All right, once you are done with your deliverables, you could go back to your active deals and then go to actions and then go ahead and archive. I would archive instead of delete because you want to keep this information. So this way, if you work with that brand again, you could just go to your archive deals and then you can clone this deal, and it's a lot easier since you already have the contact information. And then all you would need to change are the deliverables and maybe your pricing information for how much they are going to pay you. All right, creator, now it's your turn to get out there and land those brand deals. Keep them organized in your brand deal tracker and calendar so you can post on time and get paid.